Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be making 3 purses that I'm going to sew. So I'm going to start off with making this kind of shape, and let's see how it turns out. And I'm excited to see how the purses will turn out because I'm starting to really like making purses. So let's get started. So the most important thing you're gonna use to figure out your size is your phone, and I use like kind of square shape but make the bottom round, and you're gonna do pretty much 4 layers of fabric, cut it out, and make sure it's cutting out slow and steady. You could do it piece by piece and then cut out. I folded it, so I had to cut that apart, and you place the sides that you want. Take some thread, and now I'm sewing the strap of the purse. So you're gonna make the strap of your purse, so you're gonna measure how long you want it, and then you're gonna measure the purse around to make it thicker. And that's what I'm doing. I'm sewing both of the strap and the thing. It's at least an half inch for the strap thickness, and I'm sewing the strap was a straight stitch, and this one is like you like kind of go round instead of from side back and up and down. This one's over the fabric. I feel like it's much stronger. And now you're going to take both good sides facing each other, sew this just across that's on top of the purse, so then the seam can look really pretty. And it's the same stitch where I'm going around, and my thread is double layered, which means I pull it through the needle and I don't tie it on the bottom. I just tie it on the top with it folded so it can't come off. And then you're gonna flip it over, and it's gonna make a nice clean stitch. And then I'm gonna take the strap for it going across the purse together, as you can see, where the handle and the actual thick, because this makes your purse wider, and you're gonna sew it together. Same stitch of going across each other. I feel like that's the strongest stitch, and make sure you pull it tight. And if you're adding new thread, go over where you were over the old one stitching, so then it'll be much stronger and not fall apart. And as you can see, it's like creates these bumps, and make sure you pull them tight. That's how it should look. Cut off. Make sure you tie your end at least twice. And one side is done. Now we have to stitch the same way on the opposite side for it to be wider. And the same stitching. This is going to be on the inside. Make sure you're sewing on the side where it be flipped, and it will be the other side will be good side, no seam. You could see that it's perfect, and just leave it. And then I'm taking some ribbon and a charm, and I'm gonna sew the charm to this bow I made. So you just put the thread through, make sure you tie a knot on the end, and put the charm through, and do it at least a few times, going through the bow and through the charm. And then you're gonna sew it onto the purse. I would just, whenever you sew back onto the bow, you're gonna sew it to the purse, the very middle of it, and it will look so much nicer. This is just extra decoration that I decided to do, and you can make the thread so it can dangle longer if you wanted to, but this is the finished product. It looks so clean. She turned out so cute. One thing that would help to make her stand more is obviously if you put foam inside, or if you sew like lines across and this way, like a cone, it would actually make it more stable. But other than that, it's really cute. I never made this kind of shape, and she's really cute. And lots of space inside, and I like her. That's how she looks. She's not too long, so she's a perfect shoulder bag. So next purse, I want to make it based off this cartoon, Miraculous Ladybug. And this is how the purse looks. So I'm going to try my best to replicate it. So I'm excited to make this one because I've been wanting to make it for a while. And also, if you guys don't have fabrics for purses, you can use your beddings, your pillowcases, your old shirts, or even you could go to Walmart and you could buy those fabrics and to make these purses. Now for the marionette's purse, I cut out a circle the size of my phone, and now we're cutting out, so you fold it, and this is the pink part, which is the outside, and then I fold it for the red one. I'm using the same shape for cutting out the red one, and you're gonna cut it out. And I saw this hack where they use detergent, mixing it with paint to make it like fabric paint. So I'm gonna test it out, and you're just gonna draw a bunch of polka dots everywhere, and you guys could watch the whole process how I paint it. It's not very, you're just following the picture, my inspo, and it's so cute, the flowers. I think it's so pretty with the polka dots. So you're gonna sew from good sides facing each other to make it look seamless, doing it for both sides just where it opens, and so then you're gonna be able to flip it and have completely seamless purse on top, so it looks really pretty, as you can see. And then I took some black fabric, cut it as long as my shoulder length, and I'm starting to stitch so it looks good. And make sure you leave a little extra because we have to do a knot like the purse. So you're gonna make sewing it together to make a long kind of ropey, and then you're gonna flip it inside out, the whole thing, so then the bad side is inside, and then you're gonna make a loop. And then you're gonna start sewing the purse. I recommend starting it, and then we're gonna place that part. Make sure what's gonna be around you is on the inside, so just a piece of the end is gonna be on the actual inside of the purse, like, so you don't actually, you can carry it. And you're just gonna sew it all together, all 4 layers with it. And then you're just gonna do all the way around and do the same strap on the other side, flip it inside out, and boom, it's a very simple, cute purse. This purse turned out so realistic to the real. I love the lining. It fits my phone. It looks very small, but it perfectly fits my phone and a wallet. And obviously I had to put inside a little ladybug. So cute. One thing I do recommend, to not use really stretchy fabric for the handle, the strap, because it's kind of too stretchy. But other than that, I would replace it with a much, like, you can use like wire or rope. Yeah, rope. You can use rope or like a thicker material, like this one does not stretch at all. And I love how I painted it. And if you wanted to, you could also put your own letter of your name here to make it customizable. And I think it's so cute, and it's a perfect over the shoulder bag. So, just like the real cartoon. So, I love it so much. But the last purse we're going to make a square shaped purse with a flap over it. None of my purses have the closing. The reason why this one doesn't have it, even though on the picture it shows, is because it's very kind of hard to find. And this way it's easier and less complicated because I don't know exactly how to even attach that thing. So no metal here. So let's get started making this kind of purse shape and style. And so I took some paper, make sure it's the length of your phone and stuff you want to put in, and then I folded it in half up to the halfway point of the square, and then the flap is just going to be by itself. Put it on top another piece of fabric, cut it out, and it's going to be just this long one, and it's just circle half. And then I already had this strap connected to the fabric, and I just used that. And then I'm deciding to put lace. So make sure good side is facing good side, and you're gonna make the lace, as you can see, in the side, so it will look good on the outside. And you're gonna sew all those layers together, the same stitch I've been doing, and then do it on the other side. This is for the outside of the purse to look nice whenever you open it. Flip it inside out. And now you're gonna fold it. As you can see, that's how we're gonna sew it. Sew it both sides and just do the same going around stitch. This stitch is very easy to learn. You don't have to make it perfect. And then for the strap, you're gonna put it over it like I did, and make sure all the layers are being sewed together with it. Cut it off, flip it inside out to reveal it, and then I'm gonna sew on a button to be able to make it open and close. And this is a button I made, so because it's so cute and I just wanted to use it. And then you're gonna just sew it in through the holes. Cut it off. And then for the actual attaching to be able to close, I'm using thread. You can also use rubber band, and you just go all the way how much you want it to be able to close, how tightly, and then you just make the loop. You could do it several times depending how strong you want it. I just did it twice, and then make sure you tie it at the end. And it turned out so cute. It kind of blends in. This purse turned out so cute, and again, it's a much shorter strap. You could pick what strap you want. You can even have a double strap or just around your whole body, or even longer. And I love the lacing and the button that I made in a past video because I thought it was so cute, and I don't have any really cute buttons. And you just take it apart to open it with it lining, and you kind of have to have lining for every single purse you make, especially if you're not making it out of really hard like leather. And I do recommend, if you're making more complicated design and you want to carry a lot of stuff, you add foam inside to make it much sturdy and like hard. But I feel like it's really good at keeping shape, and you can fill it with a ton of things, and it's so cute. And the good thing about this, you don't have to do same fabric. You can make it your own style. And I love every single purse that I made, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching and try making a purse yourselves. You could also always start with making the purses simpler by making them out of hot glue, attaching instead of sewing. And if you are starting to sew, purses are very more simple. You could pick like a simple shape like a circle, a square, just cut it out. You don't even have to add this flap, and it will just be 2 squares and then another 2 for the inside and a strap, and it'll be easy. And this one's a little more complicated because it has more space inside. So you could always add charms to it if you're wanting to customize it more by adding jump ring or anything, or attaching the charms on the straps. And there's so many purses you can make. This is just a few ideas, so hopefully you make some of your own purses or try making ones like I did. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Like and subscribe. Jesus loves you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!